School day, almost 31 million students get a lunch through the National School Lunch Program.
But these aren't the same school lunches you may remember, out with the French fries and with the sweet potato fries.
And though it may be more healthy, that does not necessarily mean it's actually doing any good.
Over the next 2 nights in a special News 18 series, Samantha Tiki looks at what schools are doing to help students eat more healthy and how changing guidelines may make that more difficult.
Just about everyone had their favorite school lunch item growing up in elementary school, whether it's that rectangular pizza or those prepackaged ice cream cups. Well, that's no more. Ice cream is completely gone, and pizza is now made with a multi-grain dough. And it's all with the goal of trying to get kids to eat healthier. But the dilemma school officials face is how to get them to eat and not toss those healthier items.
It's just got worse. It doesn't taste as good anymore.
Kids like 4th grader Jada Barnes started noticing a change about 18 months ago when federal standards set by the USDA were updated to put more nutrition on the menu.
I understand they're trying to do healthy stuff, but sometimes people they don't like it. They just like the regular food and how it used to be.
I think school lunches are getting a little bit worse day by day because when I first came here the spaghetti was super delicious, but now I feel like getting peanut butter and jelly every time because it has hidden onions in it.
Those onions are no accident. The new standards require elementary school lunch menus to cut out sugary sweets like cake and substitute them with healthier options like fruits and whole grain cookies. Traditional white breads and buns are off the lunch line as well. Instead, whole grains are used. But there was one change in particular that had the kids turning up their noses.
If we have broccoli, I don't really take it.
I don't like green beans and corn.
I think that they're trying to make us feel healthy, but they are not understanding that we don't like some of the vegetables here.
And those vegetables have rules too. Schools have had to cut down on the amount of starchy vegetables like potatoes and now must offer certain amounts from specific subgroups. Dark green vegetables like spinach and red-orange like tomatoes and carrots are just a few examples of what school lunch lines have to offer. Area food service directors say this is the change that is the most challenging.
There aren't a lot of different vegetables available to even serve in those subgroups, and then finding ones that were acceptable to children was another challenge.
Overall, it's been a puzzle piece trying to put it together to make sure that you've met the components and that the students have that on their tray, so we're meeting the regulations.
But just meeting the regulations isn't the only challenge. Getting kids to buy in and eat up is just as important. Each public school corporation in Tippecanoe County participates in the USDA's Offer versus Serve program. The program allows students to say no to some of the items on the menu. Students must choose 3 of the 5 foods offered, and at least one of those choices has to be a fruit or a vegetable.
The more choices we can give the students, the more likely they're going to find something that they like to eat.
And if they don't like it?
If we find out that the kids are not accepting it after 5 or 7 times, we take it off the menu and we try something new.
Though 18 months have passed, food service directors know it will take time for a healthier menu to turn into a healthier child.
We're not going to see a difference overnight. This is something that may take us years before we see a significant difference in children's eating habits.
At least for some, it's already working.
I think it's good. I like their vegetables that they get.
I think it's a good thing because healthy food is good for us, so I think it's good.
Federal guidelines for high school and middle school lunches are different than the requirements for elementary schools, but a new rule is coming that will soon affect lunch in every grade. Tomorrow night I'll tell you what that change is and why it may make it even more difficult to keep kids happy. Samantha Tiki, News 18.